Alright. Let's get this shit done, man. Yeah, I went out. I think it was about an hour. It might have been a little bit more. I'm not sure. It was actually somewhat close, which is surprising. I went and picked up some food and then just took like a, I just went and sat in like a parking lot I like to sit in. There's like a, there's like a good view and like a pasture, like cows and shit. Kind of hang out there. I'm eating and shit, reading reading reviews on this game. I was like, am I just crazy? Does anybody think what I'm thinking? Am I just having a weird one today? Like, no. I mean, generally people like it, and I don't think it's bad per se, but I definitely saw some people with the same gripes.
You never told me what happened here while I was gone.
It's a long and sad story. Are you
Not
sure
fucking
you
crazy, I guess.
I want to know what happened.
Of course I want to know the
told
story.
very fast? After our
Why is he so quiet? There's no dialogue volume.
walk at the plant, I ran to the service truck we used and drove back. I arrived here expecting the worst, but everyone was fine.
I was actually hoping to hear backstory. He's just telling us what happened, which is fine. And I think that's one of the game's problems is it really needs to tell you more. I don't feel anything about the choice to side with her father. Because I don't feel anything about her father. The very few sympathetic scenes they've shown me of him are completely outweighed by the evil shit.
I was in the middle of delivering my report when I heard an explosion, and Banku himself came through the roof on a mining lift.
He was here? In person?
Are you sure you want to hear the end of this?
No. Like, what?
Of course. Tell me everything.
This is one of those like old video game choices, it feels like, right? Where in an old game, they will give you a choice that literally you have to choose one to continue. It'll just keep re-asking you, right? But because you chose it, you're supposed to be more invested, right? Having some kind of agency in the story, even if it's completely a facade, it's total bullshit. And that's what some of this feels like. I don't know how many moments in this actually matter in the story. It seems like it has a few of those points where it's just like, it takes all of your things you've done, reviews them, and tells you what they were in the story, and somebody judges you, and then it just kind of like does it again, like when we were getting into with Bulb at the council or whatever. It's like, that's not really changing the story. I don't know if the outcome of that changes at all, or if it's just a few lines of dialogue where they berate you. I mean, this could be like Minecraft story mode where there's truly no difference outside some flavor, but and that would be fine. Honestly, I think this game would be better off just fucking cutting the choices. Just cut them. Like, because then it makes you think, like, well, is she supposed to be controllable? Like, are we supposed to paint our personality onto her? Are we supposed to choose who she is? Or is she her own person? Because sometimes she just does crazy shit, and then sometimes we have to choose. And so it just makes her characterization feel wonky. It means that sometimes choices don't matter. I don't know, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't read any spoilers, but I wouldn't be surprised if this shit, since I've said the whole playthrough, since it's corralling you into being like the sympathetic good guy, if the bad guy route just fucking has like less content, it's just not fleshed out. I mean, that's happened. It's a little different, but think of like Last Life is Strange is one of its endings, right? One's just totally not fleshed out. One is made, one's not, right? Because they just expect you to do one, and the other one's just like budget issues, and it's like, I could see that happen. I don't know if that's the case exactly, but I don't know. I feel like the game would honestly just benefit better from almost just being like just an adventure game. It's like a point and click or something, man. Almost.
Well,
With like a linear story. I mean, maybe, Yeah, I don't even start on the fucking gameplay.
Banku broke through the roof. Validated Forgottlings were everywhere. They set fire to the linen
I mean,
before I knew.
come on, pause it again. One of the biggest things in this, one of the big choices, if we're, let's say that this game deserves to have player agency and choices are important, one of the biggest things, dude, is to make me fully understand each side. By the end of it, right? If it's just supposed to be a small choice and that's the whole point is I'm not supposed to understand, I have to make a call on the fly, that's fine. But if they're gonna like judge and they're gonna say, you know, this is the ultimate thing, like this is all the time I have in their world. Like they need to let me know stuff, right? Like I don't know any Bonko. I got nothing. All of this shit, do you really want to hear it? I don't give a fuck. I don't know anything about Bonko. I don't care about him as a photographer. Even just like a few scenes, like just showing them growing up, her growing up with them. 5 minutes of scenes will go so far.
Everything.
He just seems like comically evil.
Banku was distilling everyone that crossed his path. I decided to hide the survivors in the memorial. There, we sat, just waiting for him. And of course, he found us. I got up, and I looked him in the eye. Then he yelled, "Where is she?" But before I could answer, the light faded around me. No pain, just darkness creeping in from all sides. The next thing I know, the light returned, and there you are.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
We have to stop him.
We will.
Okay. Don't get me wrong. Not like it's like atrocious or anything, right? I mean, we've played some bad stuff, but it's just dull, man.
You are my savior.
Well, I don't know about that.
Truly an honorable deed. I am forever grateful.
There's some like I'm missing here. I feel like there's a dude here. Yeah. How do I like re-get my juice? Figured it'd be these like crystals, but oh, you just stand on them.
Bunky,
It's over for now.
thank you so much.
I might not even hit everybody.
Oh, thank you so much.
Don't mention it.
You can't even see half these guys. I just ignore them or something? Oh, there's some people here. I mean, another thing, which
I'm up, I'm up.
Welcome back.
Enforcer? What did you do to me?
Don't worry about that. Just enjoy it.
Thank you.
is am I climbing something right now? Okay. man, to climb something there. It's covered. I guess there is stairs you can kind of see them, but yeah. A lot of it feels like it's just, I don't want to say copying, because that's kind of, it's mean. It's not copying shit beat for beat at all. But it's a little too familiar to some, like, you know, Miyazaki type of shit, right? Like, you know, you get the scene where the tears and it brings people back, and there's a lot of these like scenes that you've seen before, right? But they just feel not as well executed. I don't know if it's a lack of like cutscenes, like just, you know, it's not very cinematic because it's, you know, a lot just told from this exact, you know, angle here or what, but there's a lot of those like scenes I feel like you've seen before. Or a lot of those themes, like the girl in the bear cage, and, you know, realizes, you know, this and that, and
I know
meets
exactly
the mysterious evil
down.
grunty guy here, and the rebels aren't even that bad. It's actually the person who's been your caretaker. It's just like, yeah, I was like, oh. Yeah. Like, it's, they're all, that's fine. I don't know. That familiarity isn't like a big problem, but it's not like doing anything for me either, right? Because it feels like you've seen this stuff, but you've just seen it done better, right? Like a million times, different times better.
One swift blow.
I look forward to hearing your thoughts, sir.
What's the plan? Recently, I spoke to a Forgotling with insight into the tower grounds. I've crafted a plan based on the information he gave me.
Who was this Forgotling, and where is he now?
I'm afraid I haven't seen him after the attack.
What was his name?
It was none other than the great Crate Boxton.
Who is this unsung hero?
The bravest Forgotling I've ever met.
Bulb? I'm afraid Crate Boxton was a spy.
How?
Well, he was, a spy of Bunku's, yes.
That's horrible. I should have seen that coming. I knew something was fishy. No one wears boots like that.
Exactly.
All my work on this plan is wasted. Now what do we do?
Well, I have a plan, actually.
Let's hear it then.
Here's my plan. We simply walk in.
Through the main gate?
Bunku sealed that a long time ago. There's a secret entrance in my house, though.
I knew it. Dilly was right.
You still need to get past the checkpoints at the central station and tower grounds.
We'll pretend I've caught Fig. Everyone will think I was on Bunku's side all along.
That's quite a gamble.
It'll work. The secret tower entrance in my house is protected with an Arca-lock. I can't open it alone.
I'll go with you.
Maybe the two of you can sneak in, but you'll need backup in case something goes wrong.
He's right.
Let me round up my friends from Scrappers.
Once Fig and I are inside the tower, we can turn off Bunku's security systems, and then the road will be clear for Bulb and his friends.
When we see the security system is off, we blow a hole in the wall and storm in.
Alright, but I want to speak to Bunku before you do anything, Bulb. I have to convince him not to activate the ether bridge.
Anne is right. Physical confrontation is our last resort. Did you hear that, Bulb?
Yes, fine.
I'm sure it'll work.
I wish you the very best of luck.
The journey is dangerous.
We
The
didn't
town will
save
be
everybody?
occupied by Forgotlings loyal to Bonku. Not to mention lost pieces.
What about the thing up in the top of the tower?
That's just a story. There's nothing living in the tower except Bunku.
Oh,
Let's not
is there?
start with the ghost stories. I think we all deserve a good night's sleep before we leave tomorrow. Anne, you can rest at my place.
Is there anybody else to resurrect here?
Did you see the enforcer earlier?
Good evening, Anne. The bed is ready for you. You must be tired.
I am. Thank you, Blanket.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna like revive people, might as well revive them all, man.
Go ahead and take a rest, Anne.
Did I miss somebody? Looks like there should be another one. Oh, we can't even get back over there. Yeah, there was that one. There's the Jinx. Oh, that sucked. Where was Jinx? Whatever, dude. Annoying. You can't just go around, right? You're like very strict path to revive people.
Blanket?
Hmm?
What do you remember from your life in the ether?
It's a strange thing. You don't remember your life up there until you arrive here.
What do you mean?
I remember being there. I remember being wrapped around you. I remember your mother. But I was not really there.
Oh.
I'm the luckiest Forgotling here, you know. I'm already with my owner.
I like that.
Me too.
See you tomorrow, Blanket.
Good night, Anne.
I cannot believe I have to adjust this again. You are growing so fast.
I want to be
Actual backstory scene.
Oh, you will. Just one more adjustment, and your Arca is ready
Just
again.
5, 6
Why
hours
do I
in.
have to wear that?
Because you are very, very special, Anne.
We'll always be together, right?
Of course.
Time to get up, Blanket. Blanket?
Of course, man.
Blanket.
I was gonna joke about it. The blanket would die there.
Morning, Nan. Ready to go? What's wrong? Oh. Are you all right?
Yes. It was her time. I had such a good talk with her last night. About the ether.
I'll have someone move her to the memorial.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, let's go then.
Dramatic. Just fucking random, just pull for death
Over
there.
here, Anne. We'll take this lift up.
Where was Jinx at? We probably can't even do it now. The game's probably on fucking rails.
Bulb or to scrappers to gather his group. Once we turn off Bonku's security system, they'll blow the tower ground wall.
Which way do you suggest we take?
If we want to keep out of Bonku's way, we have to take the lower streets.
You know the lower streets aren't safe.
We'll make it.
Okay.
Let's go through here. Let's go.
Gotta wait for him. Fucking every scene. Gameplay bit. Can't wait, man.
Uh-oh. I sense lost pieces.
I have. I can operate the crane if you give it power.
Move the crane if you have power.
Move it to the left.
The lever's not powered.
Right. Left.
not powered.
I think I get it. Maybe. Yeah, these gameplay bits are fucking like rough. Like absolutely. Jesus. I mean, I assume we're trying to get them on the fucking platform here. Yeah. Forget it.
The lever's not powered.
Try to figure out how they want me to do it. Okay. Oh no. Jank. God. Like, you get the idea, just trying to figure out how to execute that particular
Good
bit.
teamwork in there.
Like, what do I need on the top left thing, man? Or is that just fire switch? Whatever.
It's all chaos. Bunko made an appearance at the square.
I heard that the rebel leader, Mr. Fig, has been distilled.
Don't listen to rumors.
I've been here before.
An engineer called Daisy lives here. She was designing a rocket last time I spoke to her. Come on, there's an exit at the top of the staircase.
Daisy. One of the few side
No,
things.
we can't get through here. I wonder if Banku caused this mess. We can probably climb Daisy's rocket and get out that way. The rocket is gone. I guess she finally launched it.
Flying to the ether. Is that even possible?
I guess we'll never know. And now we have to find another way to get out. What's that?
Anne, lost pieces. Anne, I can't move.
Oh, lost pieces.
What's happening, Anne?
They're helping us. I hope.
Of course. Oh. Okay.
Why are you thinking them? They almost devoured us.
Don't you see? They're not lost pieces anymore.
Well, how nice for them.
Bye. Take care.
All right, can we move on now, please?
They're not lost.
At least we're safe now.
What?
Let's hope they find some peace. You have some powerful friends, Anne.
I'm not sure. It must have been the caretaker.
What? That whole fucking set of dialogue. What the hell are you talking about?
Don't remind me.
It wasn't that long ago.
Feels like another life. Come on, follow me.
What the fuck ever?
If you think you can convince me otherwise, you haven't read a belt before. You're a rebel, and rebels are...
We're freedom fighters.
I want you off the streets. Who cares what you want?
Yeah, you don't fool us. Sounds like you've been hit on the head a few too many times.
All I want is to get back to the ether, feel a foot again. All you want is to destroy my dream.
And that's all it is. A dream.
Take that back, or
what?
Or I'll distill you. You think this isn't a real depleter?
You'll do it.
You're a forgotten boot. A single boot. Your owner probably dumped you in a trash pile.
Don't talk that way about my owner.
No one cares about your owner.
Yeah, keep going. We sure showed them. Stupid, useless rebel.
What a pointless loss.
That was me. That boot. It's me.
Not anymore.
God, it's so ham-fisted.
We need to move on.
I can revive her. I just have to find a way down there.
Anne,
I can bring her back, Fig.
are you ready to distill 2 Forgotlings to revive 1?
You're right. We better move on then.
Or she could, like,
So, what is the plan?
Getting inside the tower is not a problem.
tell them
There's
to
a
fucking
secret entrance
persuade
from my
them.
house.
Try to.
We still need to get past security
Bring her
at 2
back.
stations.
Or
Not
just
to
wait,
mention that
and then bring her
lunatic
back.
gun Forgotling.
Chief Inspector Magnum, I can handle him. We'll pretend you're my prisoner and he'll let us in. No questions asked.
Of course, the gun nut will just let us straight through.
Will you trust me for once? I think you owe me that.
All right, fill me in on the details, please.
If I told you now, you'd refuse to go.
Very encouraging.
Over this way.
Yeah, why is he all of a sudden like, what? Why is he all of a sudden like,
Right behind you.
not feeling it with her?
It's the enforcer and rebel leader outside. Move it. I want to see too. It's killing him?
Not sure what they're doing. Hey, Billy, go back to your room now.
Billy. I'll grab this.
Could you help me up here?
Collect the. Odd animations on him, huh? Hello? Easy. God, the music's so underdone, man. It's so quiet, man. Like, I know I've turned it down a bit, but that's because it's insanely loud in the beginning. And it'll be loud again. The volume balancing's just bad. And you end up to play it safe, keeping the volume very low. Which in turn just destroys any moments the music's actually on. I mean, I don't even know if the music's any good. I mean, I've not really been like, oh wow, for anything, but a lot of that could be because of the volume issues.
friend.
I did my job.
The enforcer! Oh, that settles it! I'm doing it now!
Wait!
Wait!
I just did what the enforcer would have done.
Have you forgotten how she inspired us? She didn't distill the shoe or mop.
I guess she didn't distill any Forgotlings, now I think about it.
Stop being such a pain, Ted. That distiller has driven you mad with power.
Oh, well, shit, I guess she hasn't done anything, even though I just said she did something. What is the character, man? Like, cut some of the dialogue there, man. If it's like, you're not gonna stay consistent with the choices, or just cut the fucking choice.
Excuse me.
That walkie-talkie got what he deserved.
Quiet!
What do you think about this walkie-talkie business? You could influence it, you know.
I think I have an idea. I can revive that walkie-talkie if you want me to.
Well, maybe that's not such a great idea now I think about it.
She can't revive him. The Arca doesn't work that way.
It does now.
If that's true, maybe we shouldn't revive him. After all, he did distill one of our own.
I'll revive him no matter what you say. Wait!
Master Bunku!
Get him!
Get away! Charge!
What the fuck was
What
that?
just happened?
I'm not sure.
Let's go.
He just came back from being dead.
Nobody should really be wielding this power over life.
And immediately is ready to go for a revenge bit. That seems so forced. Let me guess, we can't find any power to bring him back, right?
Chief Inspector Magnum's gone mad.
Yep, you can't
He's detaining
fucking
just about everyone he meets. Ever since he heard the enforcers
go
switch
back.
sides.
Jump!
I don't think I can make that jump.
Come on, Anne. You can do it. Just aim for my hand.
The hell was that? Of course she can make it. It wasn't even that crazy. It was made crazier. I know the Magnum guy's not going to be on our side.
Take another round. Yes, sir.
Look, Magnum's there.
Don't worry. I have a plan, remember?
About that, isn't it about time you explain the details?
The plan is, we jump down there and I distill you.
What?
We pretend that I went undercover to catch you. And to prove that I'm really on Bonku's side, I distill you in front of everyone.
I was distilled once, and that's more than enough. Let's just pretend that...
Magnum needs to see me distill you. He has no clue that I can bring you back now. I'll revive you as soon as we're on board the train to the tower.
You promise?
I trusted you with my life once, didn't I?
What do you want me to do?
We jump down in front of everyone, and I say something like, Mr. Fig, I finally found you. Prepare to be distilled. And you say,
Stay your hand. The darkness of your Arca shall never reach my soul. Long live the freedom fighters!
yes, exactly. I knew you had an actor in you. That was perfect.
The comical, whimsical music.
Absolutely. Then I distill you, bring you on the train, and revive you.
All right, let's get to it.
Hopefully they didn't hear that, so we just yelled it. Such whimsical music. Like that scene right there, like, it's just them talking about it. But like in like a movie or something, at least it'd be like some shit going on, you know? Like, it's just them just sitting there. And I think that's a lot of the game too. That's what people mentioning that, like, this game really could just be a movie and it'd probably be better off, right? I don't think it does anything particularly gamey. It uses the medium in like a way that I feel like it's worth it. I mean, it's one thing if you just cut the shitty gameplay and just made this world you're supposed to explore kind of at will and, you know, go talk to different NPCs and, you know, that kind of just freedom is fun and like choice, right? Like, but it's generally pretty linear and the choice is pretty whatever. I don't know. It's just odd a bit.
Someone's up there. Blum bum.
Not that I'm saying like, you know, this should never be a game. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you want to make a game, you want to make a game like this. But I just feel like it'd be possibly better. By the way, right? Like I like movie games. I like stuff like that. I just so what they try to do, they do the game part so poorly that I don't know. I guess maybe instead of being a movie, like it just I don't want to say boiling it, but I mean I'm pretty much saying remove things to make it more like a movie. So yeah, I guess I kind of am.
Madam Enforcer? How is this possible?
Mr. Fig, at last I have you. Your rebel leader days are over. Prepare to be distilled. By me.
Oh, had I but known that the Enforcer was on an undercover mission for Banku and never was on my side after all. She sure fooled me.
The end has come for you, Mr. Fig. I will now.
So, this is how it ends. The terminus of my life has arrived, taking the form of an adolescent damsel. Observe how the Lady of Anima prepares my inescapable doom.
Fig, what are you doing?
I have arrived at my day's cataclysmic conclusion.
Indeed you have. And now you will...
Oh, if only you knew what I have seen with these, my eyes, what I have felt with these,
just kill him,
my
dude.
hands, what I have smelled with these, my nostrils. Never again shall I perceive any sensation of the...
No, you shall not, because I'm distilling you now.
What will be after the anima sectami? What will I?
I knew it! I knew you'd never switch sides! This was your plan. I told you, didn't I tell you? What a plan. What a scheme. What a talent.
Bravo, Enforcer!
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Something not right.
You're right. We have to celebrate!
No need.
The
Everything is
fucking-
fine the way it is.
the big,
The rebel leader was finally
course.
caught by me, the Enforcer. Let me just get him on the train to the tower, and you can all go about your business.
Yes, let's get on the train.
Plum Bum, seal Fig in box.
Yes, seal in that no-good wooden traitor and get him on the train.
Just a moment.
Endorser have not ruled at all.
We can trust Plum Bum with this, Madam Endorser. Madam Enforcer. Allow me to escort you. I never imagined that my first time in the VIP lounge would be in your company, Madam Enforcer. Such an honor. It's over here.
Why they didn't just rip his body apart?
Not here. Endorser in VIP.
We should just fucking kill him, man. Okay.
Fantastic carriage, isn't it? Master Bunku had it made for his trips into town. Doesn't get any better than this. I can't remember the last time I felt this calm. No rebel can reach us here.
They sure can't. You said no rebel could reach us here, right?
That's right. We're completely safe. What, with you here and me, of course.
And me?
Suppose a rebel did strike. What would you do?
Well, I would hurry out of this lounge and conduct a good old search and destroy with them.
I see.
Madam Enforcer. Imp and Plum Bum can take care of everything. Just stay in here and relax. Ah, the smell of victory. You sure showed those puny rebels who's boss.
Yes, I certainly did.
The rebels are cunning, I'll admit that. But our very own eye in the sky proved to be more cunning by far.
I didn't do it alone. We're a team, remember?
Madam, to know that my work is... that I have to be a part of this historic days. Thank you.
Well, why don't we move into the...
Imagine that rebel leader in there, lifeless in a dark box like the thing he is.
Let's go inside.
I can't tell you how great it feels to finally get rid of these pesky rebels. Bet you planned this all that morning the rebels broke into your house.
How are we supposed to distract them? Is he just sitting there talking to himself?
The rebels! They're attacking! Imp, we gotta get downstairs. Get them! Catch them! Distill them! One of us should stay with you, Madam Enforcer. Who do you prefer, me or Imp?
You, Chief Inspector Magnum, of course.
Well, you heard her, Imp. Get a move on, you lousy bullhorn!
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Who's there? The search goes on, madam. Nothing so far.
Isn't he locked in right now?
What's that? Oh, I'm trapped. Help, I'm trapped. The rebels got me. I'm stuck in here. Why do these things keep happening to me?
Okay.
You gotta do everything yourself. Madam Enforcer, please, just take a seat. I'll deal with this. Deputy?
Yes, it's just me.
What's wrong?
I'm trapped, but I'm alright.
I'll get you out later. I have to look for the rebels. Get me out of here! Is that you big trunk?
Yes, me.
Bum's the smart one though, dude.
Where am I? Wait. Am I in a box? Anne?
Pig! It's so great to hear your voice again.
Never mind my voice. Get me out.
Well,
Don't
I
look
have
behind
good
you.
news and bad news.
Of course you do.
They're
The
right
good
there.
news is that you're alive again. That part of the plan worked perfectly.
Wonderful.
The bad news is that Magnum, Amp, and that big brute Plum Bum are on the train with us.
Never mind. T-Man and Fig can solve that. Just let me out.
Well,
That's the bad news, isn't it?
Plum Bum put a huge cargo box on top of you. It's too big for me to move.
You're gonna leave me in this box?
Once we reach the station, I'll get you out. I promise.
Then why did you revive me now? You could have just waited.
Oh. I didn't think of that. I'm so sorry. I guess it would have been better to wait.
Well, I mean, at least he knows the
You alright?
situation now.
Just do what you have to do.
See you soon, Fig.
Please don't forget about me.
Afraid our search failed. Did you spot the rebels, madam?
Sorry, I saw no rebels anywhere.
Sneaky rebel waste. We'll get them sooner or later. I'll promise you that. Here we are, Tower Ground Station. Let's unload that jackanape in a box.
Jackanate. He's dead. Why are they gonna unload him? I guess we're taking him to what's his face?
Welcome to Tower Ground Station.
I need to get to the tower as soon as.
I'm the station master now, and I don't have to take orders from you.
Don't you recognize the Great Enforcer?
Oh, is that so? Master Bunku personally informed me that your Great Enforcer aided the rebels in their attack on the plant.
Oh, whatever it was, I'm sure it was part of her cover story.
She destroyed the entire plant!
You really want me to believe that? You think the Enforcer would have lied to me this whole time? Taking advantage of my professional admiration of her?
We have a witness and
This
mirror
guy sounds like he's
documentation
from
placing
South
the
Park.
Enforcer at the scene at what turned out to be the most serious rebel attack in realm history.
Oh. I'm sure the Enforcer can explain.
Well, it's clear that the problem here is. In fact, the explanation is straightforward. How can I trust anything you say, Secti? No one officially appointed you station master.
But after Pax was gone, I assumed.
How dare you question my loyalty to Master Banku?
Well,
Officer Magnum, please escort Secti to the central station and question him so we can uncover the source of his betrayal. I'll make sure you receive a promotion.
A promotion? But I'm already Chief Inspector.
I'm sure we can find a title better fitting for your stunning talent and wit.
Of course.
That would be a dream come true, Madam Enforcer. I'll question Secti right away.
You've always been my
I'm
most
already the
trusted
CEO.
officer.
Thank you, madam. Right away, madam. We'll get to the bottom of this. Come along, Secti.
But, Madam Enforcer.
Quiet.
Not really a choice, I mean. Is it just picking who you'd rather, like, get fucked with? I mean, it's not like fucking Magnum would go good, he'd probably kill him. I mean, he might kill that guy in questioning, but it gets them all out of there and there's no guarantee they're dead. Oh, man. Brain freeze. I mean, isn't she trying to trick the cop? Whatever gets everybody out of here. They see you and just lock up, man. The shock. I'm sure. Plausible. How do I get the fig, man? This kind of looks like Wendy, huh? How exactly are we getting the fig right now? Not the tram? I mean, that's all there is this then. I mean, I thought he was in that box. Okay. Ugh, having to get like perfectly in the middle of the staircase is a pain. Have to find fig and quick. Okay. Am I missing something here, man? There's not exactly a whole lot of areas to go. Is this a something? What the fuck? What about fig? Is he this way? It must be. Oh, we got this way, man. Posted. Why is she so bad at running? Did she say she just worked
out
out all
there?
the time?
The tower is off limits.
It's me, Tiffany.
Anne?
Hey, Tiff. Would you open the gate, please?
Anne, Master Bonku locked himself in his tower. I tried to call him on the mirror, but something cut the transmission. I don't know what to believe. First, I heard you went over to the rebels' side. Then I heard it was all an undercover mission. I've known you my whole life, Anne. You owe me the truth. Which is it?
I don't agree with Bonku's methods anymore.
Anne?
It's a long story, Tiff.
How could you do this?
I'm trying to find a peaceful solution. We're not here to distill anyone.
We?
Look, Tiffany, I
don't care, Anne. You've made your choice.
I need to get through, Tiff. It's important.
Why should I help you?
I need to speak to Bonku.
How could you turn your back on everything he's done for us?
A lot has happened. If you'd seen what I've seen, the plant was not what we thought it was.
I don't care about the plant. I care about you.
Where's
I'm not
the
opening
dude?
the gate, Anne. You're a rebel now.
Are labels like that really necessary?
You even talk like a rebel.
I need to speak to Bonku.
What do you think Master Bonku would do to me if I let you in?
I know you're scared. I'm scared too. Help me convince Bonku to stop this madness. He attacked innocent Forgottlings.
They broke into your home. They sabotaged the pumping station. Anne, what did they say to win you over?
Tiffany, please don't do this.
Dramatic.
I need you to open the gate. If you don't, I'll have to. I've got to.
Say it. You'll distill me, right? Like our friendship never meant anything to you.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Because you're a rebel now. Rebels are peaceful and enlightened, right?
You're not being fair.
None of this is fair, Anne.
Okay. Why not talk it out? We gotta take her down. Okay.
No, Anne, please don't.
Anne, are you out there?
Fig?
There's a distilled Forgottling in here.
Just open the gate, please.
Do you know this woman?
Her name is Tiffany. She was my friend.
Did you distill her?
Come on, Fig. We have a lot to do.
Just bring her back.
What did you do to me? What's going on? What do you want, Anne? Can't you just leave me alone?
Bye, Tiffany.
Peace. Forest nest
I used to
over
come
there.
here every day. It seems darker now. I've known Tiffany my whole life.
Sometimes you just grow apart.
That's no reason to give up on a friend.
You didn't give up on me.
Well, we revived her. We knocked her out for 2 seconds, dude. Take it easy.
Meet up ahead.
Woogie. Isn't it almost instant when she disappears? Like when they die?
Let me take care of this. No, that didn't do it. Maybe there's a switch somewhere.
Maybe not, man. Who knows? Who fucking cares, dude? Juice this up. One of these, you're gonna change the switch before you do something else. Look, I need 2 sets of juice, man. Okay. I can't go that way. Oh, I thought I already flipped it. I had to flip it again. Ow. Really? She can't get in there? I thought that was just like tape. Okay. Oh, now I gotta go back. Oh, I'm down here. Might as well grab some juice, man. If I can. I like how they made it silly, like he just got out and he immediately opens the gate for you. Instead of you like I waited around and everything. It's this way.
Madam Enforcer!
Pavel! What are you still doing here?
You told me to keep up the good work, so I did. Who's the posing doll?
He's a friend. Pavel, I really think you should go home.
Oh, I'm not quitting now. I've gotten so far.
Bunku gave you a job that no one could finish in a lifetime.
You think so?
Please, Pavel. Spend your time on something you love.
Well, it has been a while since I visited Cousin Bolster. Maybe I'll take a few days off. Right after I finish this panel. See you around, Madam Enforcer.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, dude. Oh, we gotta go up this way. God damn the game. Everything's just so fucking clunky and slow, man. It throws you up. I still got like a little headache from that brain freeze, Jesus. What is this? Only really goes one way. keep the power going the other direction. I like how they didn't let me get up on this before, but now I can. Like, so what, when the elevator goes down, I can't, like, get in the fucking shaft here? Or is it because I wasn't on the outside? Might be it. Okay. There's some foreground and background going on there, but realize.
Finally, I get to see your home. No lights?
Bonku must have cut the flow from his anima
Love
reserve.
it.
Well, this is nice. Great view, good closet space, and what, 3 floors?
And a balcony.
Huh, impressive. I'm not crazy about the neighborhood, though. There's a distilled Forgotton here.
I know.
It's Dilly. I knew him.
He broke in. I had to make a choice.
I know. It's all right.
I just bring him back. 15 minutes, not a 5-minute puzzle. That's the nature of puzzles, man.
Enforcer? What happened? Mr. Fig, what are you doing here? Oh, I mean, who are you? I don't know you. I'm a welder at the workshop.
Relax, Dilly. It's a long story, but the point is Anne is on our side now. She brought you back.
Who? How?
We're making our way into the tower to talk Bonku out of escalating this conflict further.
You're going for the secret entrance like we planned?
Yes.
Right. What can I do?
Bulb and his cohorts will arrive as soon as we've disabled the security systems. Help them get through here.
You can count on me.
Thank you, Dilly. Good luck.
Good luck to you too, Anne.
Guardian something of a sexist. What is there to say? What is this over here? He was joking around about the character's dress or whatever. I don't know if it shows that part. Where the hell did that? Are we trying to just... Not out here I need to be. I do like the distance. You can feel the distance of that background there. A lot of games do that like poorly. They'll have the background like change, like move with you, so you can like try to judge depth. But then it's like way too close, so it's like really obvious it's placed close instead of like made it be like farther away.
Fig, could you help me here?
Oh, you're right. We need to flip them at the same time.
Yeah, some more. It's like the 50th time we done it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, there's times where he just naturally can keep up with how quick you go. It's funny that they wouldn't have him do that here. Excuse me. Really? None of these have any juice in them? I know. That's the problem, man. I need a thingy charger station. And I could go all the way to the bottom. Oh, no, I can't. They wouldn't make me go all the way back, would they? Would they? Would they do it? For this stupid shit. I mean, there's no other thingies here. Jesus, man. There's nothing else here. What were they thinking, dude? God, the gameplay's fucking atrocious. Like, actually quicker to not revive the dude, man. Like, why doesn't any of the, like, extra power sources down there have juice, man? I guess we could take this one? I don't know if this will fuck something up, but should just power the switch. Not as bad, but I still have to go up this fucking Metal Gear Solid 3 ladder. Puzzle time. But first, eye rubbing time. Did you end up helping with the chores yesterday, Britt? Don't tell me you don't do the chores around the house. Or don't do any chores, I mean. Can't just be party. There's no way. Tactical sleeping. He's good. Oh, you can go down here. Oh, these puzzles are such a fucking pain in the ass. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I hate like coming through my shit. I need to like bolt my fucking curtains to like the wall a little bit better. And put a little something over the top. There's still a bit of light that creeps in. It's not enough to wake me up, but They do a good job. I mean, during the daytime, I don't notice any light. But when everything else is dark, you notice a bit.
I haven't been here for years.
Which way do we go?
Up.
Up it is.
This is the core chamber. Banku taught me how to use the Arca to operate the service lifts. I used to play
Jesus.
here.
Not exactly a safe playground.
Banku didn't know,
You're
of course.
still a madman.
It didn't used to be this cold in here. Looks different, too. The lifts will take us to Banku's private rooms. Before I got my own place, this is where I used to live. From there, we can access the control room and turn off the security system so Bulb can get in.
What if Banku won't listen to reason?
Then he'll turn on the ether bridge. But he'll listen. I know he will. But I'm afraid I may have to face him alone. In Banku's eyes, you'll always be the one who turned me against him.
Whatever you need, Anne.
Sure, he doesn't mind at all. That'd be a fucking awkward conversation. I went off to fucking hell well then. But yeah. He really just hasn't calmed down at all, has he? What the hell's wrong with that boozy? Was this a long time ago or recent? I mean, I imagine it was recent. You're fixing all your shit right now. Yeah, I could probably use one extra layer. I mean, I've got like a current, you know, blind, and then my blackout. I'd say I really... Is yeah, I can't really say that I plan on changing much here, but it's important, man. People who don't use blackout curtains are nuts, bro. I mean, I guess some people just like the sunlight coming in. That's fine, you know. I don't like the extra heat. I like the atmosphere of a dark room. I really need to put my posters. The setups are off. Oh, I see. I mean, I guess blackouts would be easy to climb. They're kind of thick enough. Exactly, am I trying to go here? I figured we just press the button, right? But like hold it? You have to hold it. The only time you ever see one of these buttons and you have to hold it. Of course. The puzzles in this are just, they're not hard, they're not fun, and they're slow. They really, I mean, I'm bad to say, but they just probably shouldn't even fucking exist. They just weak. They definitely bring the game down. Ugh. I'm gonna mess with it at the Capitol. Yeah, they were gonna fix it, and I thought they changed it a bit, but I guess not enough.
Let's talk about something.
I can't think of anything.
Did you really work at the plant?
I actually designed parts of it. Back then, I thought it would be a power plant producing anima from crystals.
And when you found out what it was?
I knew I had to stop it. Not just the plant, Banku as well. I explained my thoughts to Rin, the supervisor of the plant.
How could I forget?
We were pretty close back then. She ratted me out. Before I knew it, I was stripped of my validation sticker and had to escape the plant chest over heels.
Then what?
I found a place underground, and a few like-minded Forgottons. Bob wanted your Arca, but I was sure you'd join our side once you saw what you saw.
That was risky.
It worked, didn't it?
I guess we'll find out.
Cure Punk. Yeah. Only it had that some kind of style going on. I mean, it's not a bad looking game, I guess. Second path to play is Gladius, and this instead of an Octus, but like you just go there and it's nowhere. I don't know anything about the new stories. I had planned on playing all of the new content for FF15, but when they canceled a lot of the DLC, it kind of just turned me off of even thinking of doing it. Can she make this? Is this gonna block her? Surprisingly not. Yeah, it's some weird pacing, and a lot of shit happens off screen in the Capitol, which is odd. I don't hate it conceptually, like the atmosphere and stuff, but eh.
This was my home.
Where's Banku?
Not here. He'll be at the atrium at the very top, with his ether bridge.
Yeah, kind of one horror game mode was odd.
I'd stand on that balcony every night, close my eyes, and feel the rain on my face. I had no idea Banku took this photo. It's from the day I moved out. You know, he got me a bike for my birthday once? It was this horrible old thing he found who knows where. But I loved that bike. First time I rode it was in here. I knocked over a desk and 2 lamps.
Okay. Glad they're attempting to give like Banku and her a bond, but it's kind of too little too late. Just because they had a bond back in the day doesn't mean they still have a good one. That he's right. Oh, your cat does? That's funny. Yeah. Probably like Thursday or Friday or something, or Thursday. Friday's my shot, so we're gonna have to see about that. I think Wednesday we're gonna do Operation Raccoon City, and still doing the VN. I mean, I could do it tomorrow. We'll see what I'm feeling.
Fig, what if he won't listen to me?
Take a look at this place, Anne. You're his whole life. You just need to remind him.
Behind this door is Bonku's private study. I was never allowed in there.
Okay.
I was never allowed in here. This is the place closest to the ether. Bonku went in here when he wanted to think and be alone. All these stories from the ether gathered in the same room. This must be the closest thing to the human world you can get without actually being there.
Why didn't he let you in here?
He never told me.
Another puzzle zone, though. Wow, it's almost like that's talking about this game. Don Quixote. I only ever think of fucking like Yakuza stores or like Japanese like variety shops or whatever when I hear Don Quixote. I don't know what you'd call a Don Quixote. I guess it's just a store. It's not really just groceries and shit though. Reason I want to be sucking power out of this shit. Okay. Juicy gameplay. Juicy. No, we definitely can't make it. I didn't see anything up there we could activate after double checking it. I've taken the power out. Going down here seems to be just janky. Can't leave now. Exactly what am I trying to do? Can this guy just hang off the side, help me up? I don't get it. exactly are we trying to fucking do here? It's already had power in it. Can I get in the background here? Oh, of course you can get in the background, right? Jeez. Can't even fucking tell, man. I almost thought this was just
This is the
background
way to the
shit.
atrium.
Like, visually just
Won't
background.
move. We have to shut down the security systems before we can go up. The door to the security room is in here somewhere.
Oh boy, it's pad the runtime even more, man. Peter Pan. Why do all these books have some kind of note about like this, like relating back to this game's story? I don't even know how they would have notes for this kind of thing. Maybe the ones we're like talking about Banku or whatever, but anything relating to her? And, like recent story shit? Like the dollhouse? Maybe that just means when she grew up she left. To a room 2 feet away. David Cujo.
Here we are. You can shut off all the tower security.
There's a bunch of switches.
Oh.
I'll take the one up there.
Thanks for interrupting me, dude. You meanie head. Trying to just literally press A on a fucking switch, dude. And it's that fucking janky. It's that clunky. Like, just one tap, one tap, one tap, one tap, one tap. To be almost falling off. The game has like half-second delay between like almost all of its fucking shit too. It's like super awkward. Anything very. Everything feels very sluggish.
That'll clear the way for Bulb to blow the wall.
Let's hope we won't need him.
Just do it anyways.
Hey, Kitty. Buddy. Fuck you.
Mr. Ripper, dude.
I can't drag this out any longer.
Let's
Mr. Reaper and the Cold Steelians, or whatever they're called. Where do we want to go now? Nope. Why not go this way? Yeah, this is not for so big. It's not for the so bad it's good event. I'm just kind of sliding it in here before we play some other game that actually fit. How was your guys' Cold Steel today?
Did that thing just move on its own?
I think so.
And get out of here!
Oh, it's a trap. There is a thing up here.
Tick-tock, what's your plan?
Anne, I'm trapped!
Hang on, Big! I'm on my way!
Well, little Anne. Tick-tock, tick-tock. So far on your decline. No reason to be sad. It happens, it happens.
We need to talk to Banku! Let us go!
Why should we? Nothing matters. Tick-tock. Fear or love.
That's half your head start. Oh, really? Time to play, man. Playing too many other games. We gotta refocus. Ripper puts in a lot of hours, man, when he gets going.
It all leads to neglect. Everybody's looking out for themselves. Useless Forgottons blinded by their purpose. The Master will activate the Ether Bridge. You will power it with the Arca, and this world will crystallize.
That's why we have to stop him!
What happens, happens. Tick-tock. Find your peace.
This shit's corny as hell.
You can keep me trapped in here?
Tick-tock. It'll hold.
Ultimatum. What if he plays at the same time he watches?
Leads nowhere. Tick-tock. You must see that. Wake up, little Anne. Wake up.
What?
Looking forward to Crossbow, man.
Tink, is it you?
You know that monster?
It's not a monster. She used to be my alarm clock.
That thing?
She was smaller back then. Oh, Tink, what has he done to you?
I am his masterpiece. From his work desk, I have seen him unlock the potential of Anima.
What the hell is this right now?
Tame the Arca. I witnessed him overcoming the laws of...
Did you just restart it on PC, Manok, or you know?
You taught me how to tell time and woke me up every morning.
I have evolved. I am no longer subject to forgotten weaknesses. The Master gave me arms to turn the pages of
Still on
the book.
PS4? Oh, cool.
He connected me to platforms so I could lift him. I grew and grew. Today, I am the very tower all around you.
One morning.
Did we need this character? Did this game really, with all of its issues, really need this character? Is this really adding anything? Like, it makes maybe Borak, whatever his name is, seem a little bit more deranged, but not like any. I don't think it adds that much of a thing so far. Sure, it's gonna add some gameplay or act as a final boss or something. Oh, excuse me. Oh, really?
You were just gone.
That's fair enough.
I thought you crystallized. I cried for a week.
The Master wanted me to be a secret. I am his final shield.
I'm not his enemy. I'm his family.
I've watched you grow up. I am
Sorry,
one
go
with
ahead.
the tower, the pipes, and the anima. I've always sensed you. Every time you've stood by a communications mirror, I've seen you. I've heard you. I know you, Anne.
The voice acting's whatever.
What have you become, Tink?
I am connected to the Master. I cannot crystallize. Once the bridge opens, I am set free.
No! We can't let him do it! I have to talk to him!
Tick-tock, why care? Everything you do leads to neglect. You are young and not aware of this. Time and tide wait for no one.
Jesus.
Tick-tock. Useless. No need to try, little Anne. Tick-tock.
I'd rather be playing a fucking bad game, dude. Straight up. Like a bad good game. Like, goddamn, at least I could get a kick out of it then. Would you, Ripper? Hell, man, that's a fucking shock. It just shocked me. It rocked my world. I have a feeling if there was an entire another 5 games of fucking Trails out, he would play them. in a row. Want some juice, but I don't have any juice. Ooh, that sucks. What kind of juice? I got some lemonade. Well, I might go get a drink here in a sec. Can you blame me? No, no. I'm just not surprised.
So much effort to wriggle your way out. Tick tock. And for what?
Could this just be pointless? Is there like a method to this madness here? Yeah, man, that's what sucks about another thing that's bad about COVID is the damn stores ain't open, man.
Do you really think you can change anything?
Like, if I need food or I want something at night, it's like I either have to go to a gas station, McDonald's, or Whataburger. And it's like, sometimes I want to just, like, hit the store, right? Not being a juicer. Yeah, man.
Do you think you know what is right and wrong?
Nothing is black or white.
There is only black.
Yeah, that's where stores are still open 24/7. I don't know when that'll happen again.
Every time you forgive someone, you encourage them to betray you.
Yeah. Most big chains out here. Well, Walmart's usually the only place that's open 24/7 for stores, and their entire chain just cut their hours because of COVID for some fucking reason. I'd rather it be open 24/7. Somebody else can handle the shift. You don't have to, right? He doesn't know if we'll ever go back. Ugh. 24/7 stores are good. And fucking gas stations are too expensive to buy groceries from. It's not like they have that many options either. It's just fucking like bullshit. Apple juice, Guardian. Apple juice is good. I'm more of like a lemonade kind of guy, man. My juice of choice. My juice of choice is Sody Pop.
You should never give up on anyone.
You know I'm right.
Juiced right from the soda plant.
The truth may hurt, but I'm done lying.
Anne, could you stop the jabbering and help?
That doesn't make any sense, man. Wouldn't it be more of a risk that like everybody can only go at certain times of days, so everybody gets like forced to get together more? Like if it was 24/7, I would never go to the store when everybody else is because of COVID, right? I'd go at night, spread it out more. I go to the store in the middle of the day and almost nobody's wearing a mask already. I don't think it's like segmenting people. If anything, wouldn't it be good that everybody who doesn't wear a mask would be out at night? Because then the people who actually give a shit wouldn't get fucked. I don't know. Oh, for you, yeah. You got a very specific situation, right? Like working nights at Walmart. Like I can understand for your perspective for sure. Think about the greater good, man. I want to go to the store at fucking night. It's always making me think I'm going to die if I don't consume the thing I want to, even though I'm fine. Oh, yeah? Shit. I mean, I'll really want something. I'll get set on it. Then I'll like go, I'll take a break or just maybe not be in a bad mood, but sometimes I'll just be like, man, I really want this. I don't know. I don't really get like a reaction, I guess. Let's go get like a drink. Right? Oh, a curfew? Yeah, that's different.
Big! Of course! Hang on, I'm on my way!
Hello? Well. You got your shot already, right, Sal?
What do you think you're doing?
Well done, Anne.
Yeah, I got mine on Friday.
Quick, grab my hand.
See if I fucking explode from it. Yeah, Japan was awesome about 24/7. Jesus, that was me pressing up.
Quick, grab my hand.
Ugh, it's oh my god. Don't be fooled, guys. The gameplay in this is fucking atrocious. It's one of those you just wish didn't even fucking have gameplay mode.
Thank you. Now, please take care of your friend. That thing is making me nervous.
Take care of him. You see, Anne? Everybody's looking out for themselves.
Oh,
What will you
Jesus.
do now? Distill me?
Yeah, Japan had a lot of good stuff.
I can't distill you, Tink. There must be another way.
To whom am I
Good
speaking
meals,
now?
like heated up or cold,
The rebel.
decent grocery list,
Are you the Anne who
alright
said
prices, 24/7 was nice. And the rebel?
I'm still the Anne you used to know, Tink.
Anne, we need to get going. If she won't move, make her.
Are you hearing this? Everyone is self-serving creatures, only looking out for
Some
themselves.
fucking
Tick-tock, let go of your morals and
Amish.
ethics. Ruin others, or you are ruined.
let go of your morals and ethics. Like, good God, can this be more ham-fisted? Could this be more heavy-handed?
Not true, Tink!
Anne, enough talking. Let's go.
I can't!
Like, they act like there's
I grew up
choices in this when it's like comically
understand.
evil.
Fig, the slightest change off course.
And you can't play this.
Like her.
You can play this with evil choices, but it doesn't like change anything, from what I understand, really. Just a little bit here and there, but nothing major. So it's like just silly why they'd even try to ride this line that's just non-existent.
I need to hear what she has to say.
You will listen to me?
I need to know more. And I want to help you.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Why?
If I can understand you, then maybe...
You think you can understand yourself through me? See? When have you ever cared about anyone but yourself?
That doesn't make sense.
I've always helped those in need.
Isn't it true that you only care about others when they're of use to you?
This is so circular, man. Didn't we already say this?
No, it's not true. I'm not like that.
Like, you only help others when it's of use to you. Yes. Who the fuck says this?
Such naive honesty. I told you. I know how you think and feel.
No, show me towards
I've
me
been
somebody.
following your journey. Every time you've stood by a mirror, I've seen you. I've heard you. Lend me your eyes, Tick-tock. Look at this. Let's try to match your words with your actions, shall we?
Good God, is this just some fucking like arbitrary point where they like rack up all the things you've done and show you, but then not actually have it weigh in on the story at all? They did that once already. Like, oh, you're very evil. You did this and this and this and this and this, and then they're like, okay, time to move on, and it's like, what does it really serve?
Remember what you just said?
You should never give up on anyone.
Your words.
Trial and Chrono Trigger. Yeah, but this is like a fucking story game, really trying to like push some choices matter shit, but it's It's inconsequential. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe this will be somehow really important. Yeah, I killed her, and I'd kill her again. I revived her right afterward.
You just told me moments before.
I can't distill you, Tink. There must be another way.
From time to time, you act with compassion.
How you doing, Lodama? This is like cherry picked, dude. I revived her immediately afterwards. Man. Like you knocked your friend out for like 1 second. Because they're being an idiot, man. Not the end of the world. Have you guys played this one?
You great. I've always helped those in need.
Have it?
Know that a helping hand goes a long way.
What do you think about that?
It's alright.
We could live with that? As
I
long as
don't know
it's
if you like
temporary.
it, maybe.
It's settled. Change the angle of the mirror, please. And when he comes down, you let him leave quietly. Deal.
Hollow Knight? Hell yeah, I saw.
I must admit, you surprised me, Anne. I've asked you before. Now tell me truthfully.
This is funny. He's like, I've been watching you all this time. Let's see if your shit adds up with your fucking words or whatever. And then, oh, you surprised me. They do. Like, hasn't she been watching? What do you mean you're surprised, man? I guess she hasn't really been watching. She's just spouting all this bullshit. It's off the cuff with no fucking, like... She didn't, like, look into it at all. Whatever. Silly. This shit's silly. This is not your first Hollow Knight play, is it?
What if I refused to let you speak to the Master? Would you distill me?
No.
No. I would never distill you.
Yes.
You're still manipulating everyone around. Tick-tock, and you think you almost had me persuaded. I will never let you speak to the Master. Not while anima is still in my soul. Do your worst.
Okay. Let me guess, you do this either way. Okay. I'll be killing you now. Exactly am I doing?
That's right. Do it. Like the others, neglect everyone around.
Is this the most forced choice that video games did? You're so fucking evil. You're evil. It's like I'm taking a gun attached to your hand and I'm like fucking putting it on my head. And I'm like, you're trapped in like a fucking like you're just fucking like chained to a chair, like you have to shoot me or something. Like get out. Like, look at you, you're so evil, stop hitting me. Oh, you know. This is like the dumbest thing ever, man. Yeah, I'll fucking kill you, man. They're like forcing me to kill you. This isn't a fucking choice. There's no moral conundrum here.
Good night, Anne.
And then they don't let me revive them either. Even though she has the power to revive
That was
people.
the end for us both.
I'm like, what is this game?
Do this.
I'm sorry, Anne. There was no other way. Come on. We need to move on.
Good God, that section was rancid. Can I just like bring them back? I like how it's so just so arbitrary. Like I literally have the power to revive anything I want. I could just take them out and revive them. You could just do it. I killed the dude and then it moved me away. I don't even care anymore. How to make me really not care about your story. 101 there, man. Silly ass forced choices and moral bullshit.
Banku is behind that gate.
You're ready, Anne. Look, no matter what happens up there, I'll always be your friend.
I will always be yours.
See you around, Anne.
Really stiff, but okay. I wish I was playing some Hollow Knight though. Or some Chrono Trigger. We need to get back to the bad games, man. The mediocre to bad games here. I'm sliding in occasionally.
What's wrong?
No good, man.
I'm not sure I can do this alone.
I need pure shit or just
Never had
good
to.
at this point. What? He's just coming anyways? I thought this was our, like, us talking to the daddy mode thing. That was the whole point, is that if this guy comes with us, then Bozo or whatever won't listen because he just sees this dude as evil. Okay, that was really awkward.
Where is he? This is it. The Ether Bridge. This is what Banku's been working on all these years.
What's that?
That must be the cornerstone. Banku carved the Arca out of it. The caretaker's spirit told me that Banku stole it.
It seems to power the Ether Bridge. Banku, give it up.
Fig, let me do the talking.
What a nuisance.
Why did we bring this guy?
Stop it! Please stop!
I'm okay, Anne. You finally came. And you brought company. I thought you had the decency to come alone. You want my Arca, don't you? That's why you left me.
I never left you. I'm here to beg you to stop the war against the Forgotlings and to shut down the Ether Bridge.
Did he just run
This
away
is
so he
not
could
war.
throw the rocket
It's
launcher at
the
us?
finish line. You expect me to throw everything away? Now?
We could start over. Forget all this fighting and distilling. We could find each other again.
We don't belong here. This is a land of forgotten things. Look around you.
We're forgotten too. I've accepted that. It's time you did the same.
What about your mother, Anne? Don't you want to see her? Let us return to the Ether and find the answers together. You
I'm
and
evil.
You
Don't
can't
you see?
force people to remember you.
With you and your Arca here, we just need to turn on the Ether Bridge and walk through it. That is all. Nothing more. This is what we've always wanted.
It's what you've always wanted. Please don't turn it on.
We cannot stop now, Anne.
Banku, please don't turn it on. Think of all the Forgotlings. They're just like you and me.
No need to worry, Anne, dear. In a matter of minutes, our new life begins.
I just like suck him. Suck the fucking life right at you. We're gonna battle him with the reverse puzzle. That didn't do anything.
It works! The time has finally come!
Banku, if you do this, the world will end. The caretaker told me.
Ha! So you have finally met the witch. Anne, wake up! Do you not see we are living in her fantasy world? The real world is up there. The oceans, the forests, everything you have always wanted to see. Will you give all that up for silly cartoon characters? Our own kin awaits us. And we can finally go home. You and I.
Would you leave without me?
Anne, You!
Oh, look at that other guy go. The fucking yellow guy just like fell or something.
Give me your arca! Stay back. If you come any closer, I will distill you. I don't care anymore. Stand back.
Oh man, unloaded. Uncloaked. Bold man thing, dude. What a dude. Fella.
Get the arca.
Alright, close it.
Anne, you rejoined the Arca Stones. I can feel my old strength once again. No one can hold back the combined power of the Ether Bridge and the Cornerstone now. The time has come for you to make a choice. You can go with Bonku and leave this land behind. It will undo everything you have come to know about this place.
Kill everyone you've ever known and loved. The place you were born. And go to the place where nobody even exists anymore.
And everyone here.
Or
you can return the Arca to the Cornerstone.
Not do that.
Returning our land to the way it was before your arrival. And you will crystallize.
No, of course. They're like, you know, I couldn't figure out how to actually make this choice a choice, so we have to kill you. You know, because why not, right? Kill me. Kill me, Jim. I don't give a fuck anymore. I have the big feels no matter what.
Anne, you did it! You saved us. Why did you do that? You could have saved yourself.
Vic, I have to go.
No! Wait, Anne, please.
Will you help me get over to Bonku?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have showed you the plant. I should have never contacted you. I should have done this alone. I'm sorry.
You could never have done this alone.
You're right about that.
Vic, I'm glad I met you.
Goodbye.
Why is them walking through the door? Like, why can't we just, like, leave them the Arca and then just walk through the door anyways? The portal was made. Can we just, like, walk through and then they throw the shit up? Gotta be a big bad choice, man.
And why?
The world has abandoned us, Master.
I've let us down.
Jesus. Look at a little spray of blood. Jesus, and it was painful too. God damn, I thought crystallization was not painful. That's it. We've seen it happen. Credit, dude. The game ends with them yelping in pain, dude. I'll save everybody. It would be one thing if this game was trying to be like dark and like serious and shit, but it's got a totally different tone, and all the story up to is like, it's got like your politics and it's got like little choices here and there, but it doesn't really have like this kind of feel to it. So this just feels off, and it doesn't really, I mean, what is it even? It feels kind of like Forgotton to me, but it might just be the combination of all the shit that's led up to it, kind of weighing it down too. What is the other ending? This the song seems decent. I mean, the idea was that she sacrificed herself to make sure that everybody in this world could, like, stay alive. And for some reason, if they go through the gate, then that means everything that's ever existed in this world is, like, gone. Even though half of the things in this world want to go back as well. But the problem with that is that the guy made it so that, I mean, it's only just for them. So, I mean, he was definitely, like, evil, no matter what way you put it. But the choice at the end's, like, it just seems wacky. Like, why couldn't they just go through anyway? It just seems odd, man. I don't want to call it Plot Hole City, but it's hardly like bulletproof enough that I'm like super into the choice. And it has none of the choices you've done up to now weigh in on it. Another game where you should stop fucking adding choices to it, because it doesn't really add much. It made her characterization bad, because sometimes she has her own agency and is super evil, and then she's super good, and then you have a choice to make her certain ways, and it's just like, she just doesn't feel like she has a personality, because all the fucking choices, they are inconsequential. I would be surprised if this game really went any different way, except during those stack up your choices things, right? Like with the TikTok, and with the council with Bulb and shit. Okay. Are we gonna magically come back to life? They've already had the cliche, I cry tears and people come back to life shit. They're gonna actually stick to their guns this time?
Dear Anne, it's been a couple of weeks now. Everyone came. We carried your crystal down from the tower. Many still don't understand what happened. Some even think we're still going back to the ether. I miss you, Anne. So much that my joints hurt. I guess that's the cost of remembering. It hurts that only your memory is with us. But I would rather have it that way than to never have known you. Forever your friend, Fig.
Okay.
Fig!
Oh,
Dilly!
there's more.
How have you been? I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing here?
Oh, just reminiscing about
Time
old
to
times.
get shit faced and forget about it.
Helping out with the renovations. But what are you doing now?
Well, actually, it's supposed to be a surprise, but I guess I can reveal it now. We're so close to opening anyway.
Opening what? What is it?
We've rebuilt the sanctuary. It's gonna be a library. We've moved all the books from the tower there.
That sounds amazing!
Fig?
Okay.
Oh, Tiffany, right? I'm sorry.
Who's bringing her back? What about, dude?
No need to mention that. Times have changed.
What are you doing now?
I'm conducting tours of the tower grounds. Many
Interesting.
Forgottlings have never seen them, you know?
That sounds interesting.
Someone has to pass on the knowledge, right?
I might show up one day.
Please do. I'd be happy to tell you all the stories. What are you doing?
We've rebuilt the sanctuary into a library.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea, Fig. I must find the time to see that very soon.
I mean, I guess they're just trying to show
to
that
go.
everything's
I've got
all
a tall
good
crowd
now.
waiting for me at the
No
central
more
station.
rain.
It was nice to see you again, Fig.
You too, Tiffany.
I don't quite fully understand how the world even came to be this way. Or just the entrance
I
of
beg your
him.
pardon, but aren't you Mr. Fig?
Yes, I am. Hi, how are you?
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I was a big fan of your work.
Well, thank you. It didn't really pan out the way I imagined.
It never does it? I'm sorry, I'm keeping you.
No, not at all. Were you ever at the...
Okay. I guess that's supposed to be like in the lore, you're supposed to gather that bit. Press Y to enter the bridge. I'll just let you see the other ending. That's a nice touch, if so. I mean, the game's been out for 3 years. I guess they've had time to make a nice touch. If that's what it is. The timeline bridge. Oh. I can just choose where to go. I'd like to see the other ending. Then we can kind of talk about the game. I mean, I've already talked about it a lot. I would say overall, I can't say I like it too much, sadly. I mean, it's visually nice. I like the almost kind of Ghibli-esque stuff going on. But other than that, I don't know. It ranges from mediocre to just plain bad sometimes. The gameplay is atrocious. It feels clunky. Some of just bad controls. There's just no reason for it. All it does is bring it down. And there's enough of this poor gameplay that honestly it brings down the pacing of the story too, which has its own problem.
Banku is behind that gate.
Oh god. Let me skip dialogue.
No matter what happens up there.
Oh,
I will always
it's an option. Huh. I thought it would just auto skip it. I mean, there's a host of small issues like bad volume balancing and all that.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure I can do this alone.
You never had.
Not really, I mean, it's just the gameplay and the story's just rough. I mean, if it doesn't feel overly familiar because it's kind of copying a lot of stuff from like Miyazaki movies and stuff, or other tropey things like tears bringing people back and girl getting out of the birdcage kind of thing, and you know, conspiracy bullshit, like it's just oddly paced and then poorly executed sometimes. Some of the VA work's good, some of it's odd. People are definitely not saying things how they're supposed to, and it makes it sound like their names are being called when they aren't, and it's just weird shit, like just odd flow. Like it's not a bad game.
It must be the cornerstone. Banku carved the Arca out of it.
It seems to...
I don't know. It's just... I would call it a good
This is it.
Sure.
The Ether Bridge.
I mean, if you're not overly familiar, maybe with like Miyazaki stuff or these kinds of like stories, maybe it'll be more novel. I appreciate that it tries to grapple with some darker shit here and there, political stuff maybe even.
Let me do the talking.
But it's, I don't know, more just conceptually, man. I think it doesn't really handle it super well. It should have just been a movie, man. This is definitely like a kind of story that I feel like was pulled from certain movies that just is better there. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with them making it a game, I guess, right? Like I said.
You finally came.
I think the gameplay parts bring it down. Is, I guess, the idea. I would almost rather distill it down to just more of an adventure game
We don't belong here.
than some kind of puzzle
We're
platformer.
forgotten too.
What about your mother, Anne? Don't you want to see her?
You can't force.
With you and your Arca here, we just need to turn on the Ether Bridge.
It's what you've always.
We cannot.
Banku, please don't turn it on. Think of all the Forgottlings. They're just like you and me.
No need to worry, Anne.
You
Dear.
can't even skip it anymore.
In a matter of minutes, our new life begins.
Trying to help him. stop it if you wanted to try even. God, it's so loud too.
It works! The time has finally come. So you have finally met the witch. And wake up! Do you not see we are living? And we can finally go home.
Like, they don't make this guy sympathetic at all, man.
Would you leave without
They only at the very end even start to show backstory between him and her when she was growing up, which really needed to be at the beginning.
It's gone on long enough. Give me your arca. Stay back. If you come any closer, I will distill you. I don't care.
So you don't care about him for 9/10 of the fucking, like, 7-8 hour runtime, right? But they expect you to care about these choices where you're being extremely evil, purely out of a loyalty or a patriotism for him and his cause and stuff. And it's just like, no way. I saw somebody mention it online. It's like one of those choices where do you kill the puppy or pet the puppy, right? It's totally like almost nobody would pick the other one, right? Unless it's just like a for fun evil route, right? Which is fine for replay value, but it's not really doing much for a game that is an indie game. It's probably limited, a certain amount of budget and stuff. Like, it's just extra dialogue and choices and just oddities, man, that affect your first playthrough. I don't know. It's just
Get the arca.
It's not well done, in my opinion. Alright, I'm gonna make the other choice. Let's see if this is any different. They're gonna like chastise me.
Anne, you rejoined the Arca Stones. I can feel my old strength once again.
The only way they could even make this a choice was because they made it arbitrarily just kill you.
And the cornerstone now. The time has come for you to make a
Like, she's supposed to be a forgotten thing too, or whatever, right? Is them actually showing up here? Like,
Let's go. We can still make it home. I don't have a choice.
You always have a choice. Remember that in your real life.
Please forgive me, Vic.
what have you done? Dude, they just don't build up this relationship enough for you to ever care, and that's like the entire story. It's supposed to be you finding out he's kind of shitty and grappling with that based on your, your upbringing, him being a father figure. And this is like, no, that's there. I mean, all you get is an evil guy and then the people who are actually legit. Why would you ever expect your daughter or baby to live through that? You're in a fucking sewer, dude. What? Hello? Okay, there's gotta be something after. We already have seen that. I mean, so the idea is that I mean, you might not even know what that is. That's literally something we've just seen before. There better be something after, though. Then, yeah, 1.5 out of 10, sure. It's like a fucking credits being super loud to be dramatic, man. Fucking, I'm trying to talk over them. But yeah, idea is there that she is a Forgottenling because her mom had to give her up or whatever, and so she was like forgotten or some shit, right? So she ends up in this world where forgotten things go, and it's usually inanimate objects. But then that guy takes care of. Trying to talk I'm talking over. But yeah, so that guy who's forgotten because he's a clockmaker in a cyberpunk setting, you know, nobody cares anymore, right? So I guess that's the idea. I don't know exactly how they got there. It has something to do with him making it. He did something. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if he fucked something up, but I mean, he's naturally probably not supposed to be there. But anyways, she ended up there because of the mom giving her up or whatever. And so the idea was that she, chiefly if she wanted to go back, would be to see her mother that she never met. Why she would give up every single person she's ever known in her entire world for it, I don't know, but that's not the issue here. The issue is we've already seen that. I assume there's some reason, right? Like the mother, it looked like she was really happy to do it. I don't know how the mother would ever expect her kid to like live through that. I mean, obviously it didn't work out very well, but that's a different issue. Good music at least. I wish the rest of the music was as good as the credit music. It doesn't have much of a scene to hit with. Okay, thanks for the tarot card.
What's going on?
Okay.
Oh no.
This is the beginning of the game. So it just, I don't get it. It shows when he finds her. And then it what, just repeats? Like we're going back and then they go back to what they were right when they left or something and then it just repeats? I don't quite get it. Jesus, that ending was trash too. I mean, I was willing to be with them on the ending if they actually had some kind of like reward or negative like to it. It just seemed like pure negative to me. They're just like telling you that this is wrong pretty much. You didn't get anything from it. Okay, unless it's gonna magically change, which I doubt. Then. It showed 2 different tarot cards. I wonder if that just like changes depending on what choices you did. That's pretty much all your choices really do outside picking the ending. Anyways, so nice art. I respect them trying to like do this like lately like Ghibli mix of, you know, nice drawn art and weaved into the animations and gameplay, but I think the story, which is the most important thing in this particular game, is just I don't know. I just don't dig the execution, man. A lot of it feels contrived. They're missing a lot of backstory, a lot of building with her father figure and stuff. I wouldn't mind some more lore, not a big deal, I guess. Some of that's just ambiguous. We get the idea of what we're supposed to do. A lot of ham-fisted moral bullshit, which just kind of makes it, Like, I don't know. Maybe I just prefer a bit of nuance. I like a little bit of, you know, have you figure out these kinds of things. You know, have it be some kind of touchy moment instead of just like TikTok. Bad people are bad and good people are good. You know, like it's like just it's so blunt sometimes, man. And I don't know if it's like some kind of translation thing, just odd dialogue. Everything is just very blunt and, like I said, ham-fisted. But I don't know. You can see some scenes where they're trying to like ape some kind of movie or some shit. And, like I felt a lot of Miyazaki shit here. But it just doesn't feel as good. I mean, there's no cinematography to go with it. The music's not set in a way. It's just not, for any kind of emotion. It just doesn't feel executed super well. Like, it's not a horrible story. But it's really just nothing special. I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe you could just, the ending, there's loss, right? And that's all you remember. But there was a good 7 fucking hours of really fucking poorly paced, slow, just kind of oddly executed story before the end, man. Like, don't forget about the journey. And let's not forget about the fucking gameplay. Horrible. This game needed less gameplay. I think it legit brought it down. It kills the pacing. Okay, big dramatic things happening. Time to do an extremely boring puzzle with horribly clunky, non-responsive controls for like 10-20 minutes. Well, all of that fucking action, all that tension, all of these like big thonks we had, moral dilemma, just who cares? You're just like, I don't even care anymore. Right? You're just moving on. And that just happens like through the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, they do an okay job in the beginning of doing world building. Like, it's cool seeing the inanimate objects talking, and you kind of learn the issues they have and like what they want. And there's a lot of different factions and kinds of people and stuff. But really, I mean, that's kind of it, man. Can't respect her if you don't have it. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I don't even want things over explained, but the whole idea of like a lot of the story was to it's a war between the guy who's running everything here, and him being too much of a dictator, almost too much control. And then what you find out later is just selfish and evil, and he's killing everybody. So there's not even a fucking moral choice anymore. He's just evil. And the people who want freedom, the people who don't care about going back to the real world because this is all they've known, they want to find their own purpose in this world. And then you get a bunch of wacky exposition from some kind of crystal fucking witch god, very conveniently in the middle of nowhere. And they give you, they set up your final thing, and that just leads you to the end of the game and your big choice. But it's like, you have these two factions, and one of them is comically evil. And the only thing that's supposed to keep you thinking about that choice, and fuck the choices, just keep you invested in the story, with her, is that, there's supposed to be a father-daughter figure. Like, she's blinded, possibly by loyalty to her father and, her parents and shit. And that's supposed to be relatable, but it's funny because they never show it. They rarely show it. Her hugging her fucking dad there, dead, was probably the most they showed of anything. There's a few scenes where they showed them, and they're all at the end, like, actually, like, growing up. And that's just bad, man. Like, that's the only part of that whole side of the story that is supposed to get you, and they just totally just didn't have it. Which then makes the, are the rebels really right or wrong thing an easy choice. You don't even think about it much. And then maybe not even a choice, just easy to get behind, right? It doesn't feel like this is a tough thing, this is a hardcore thing, right? Like, even if this game was linear and they just removed the choices, it wouldn't really change much. It just doesn't it's just bad for engagement. Kotaku's gone too far. You don't want her to? Of course you. Is there a fucking special link in there? What is this link? I bet I like... Oh, it's a fucking link to their article. Damn it! $20 in Dogecoin. Good luck, man. I don't know if that's all starting up again or not, but I don't have the kind of dough to get into Bitcoin or crypto. Yeah, anyways, I think maybe if the platforming was a little crispier, maybe they cut a bit of it. The puzzles were a bit more interesting. Once you've done the first puzzle, you've kind of done them all, and they tend to be the more tedious kind. Like, oh, there's a power source, and it leads to the activator, and there's a thing in the middle blocking it. You can't turn the thing in the middle until you have power in your gauntlet. You take the power of the power source, twist the thing back, and then put the fucking thing, the power back in the power source, and it's just like, all it is tedium steps, and they do it a lot. There's just like extended versions of that. It's just slow and not fun, and I mean, the platforming, only for half of the game do you get the wings, and they feel very clunky. The other half you have to just deal with this dude throwing you in the air, and it's just bad. Just bad gameplay. I think the game honestly might have felt better as possibly a point and click adventure game of some sort. Maybe where you go across a few different areas, talk to people, meet them, have maybe a variety of like puzzles or just, choices you have to make with some action scenes here and there. And it's all about world building, all about story, and the player agency is more on where you go and how, and like figuring stuff out and who you want to interact with, and maybe some side stuff. Because there's a few side things like the photographer or the camera. I mean, she's literally a camera. But other than that, it's mostly collectibles. I mean, I think that would have fit better. But point and clicks, I guess, aren't as sellable nowadays as something like this. But I don't know. I honestly don't see how it has such good ratings. I think people are just very attached to the story, which, hey, you do you, and the art. Like, maybe it's just the endings and the art. Like, I'm not sure. Maybe these stories don't seem overly familiar to people. Anyways. Yeah, wouldn't recommend it, sadly. So, anywho, I have our two not bad games for So Big 2. My little side games. They both still suck, so. And they weren't funny. Should have just stuck to shit games, right? At least I could laugh at those. Ugh. Anyways, guys, what is it, 5? I'm gonna take like a little hour break or something, maybe. We'll put this in the mail. Then we're gonna come back, and I guess I don't really have time to start up a different game, like a full one. I mean, I could, but I think we'll come back and do some G Senjo. We still have to play an actual So Big game. This should just be all So Big games.